That screen looks really small. I might make it bigger for me, which won't affect it at all for viewers. That's bullshit. Lily's bullshit. That's just over half her health. Who has more health, Elena or Chun-Li? It's probably the same. Chun-Li has 1120, I think. And Elena, I very much doubt, has 1200, so she's probably 1120. That combo also works on Chun-Li, and it's fucking really painful on her. Yes, no! That he got the wrong DP motion. You have to do it the other way. The corner fucked that combo up a smidge. I get sad when I see shit like that. The overhead is actually an ideal normal to juggle into, as I found in my own experience. Interesting. I got the juggle even though it should have reset. Because that super is really fast. Oh! Oh, that could have been it. That could have been a huge comeback. What the fuck, Elena players? No. What could he even cancel into? He had to cancel into an EX move to kill. So, he didn't want to burn any bar. Hi, Rostafari. And he could win without using bar quite easily. And he's got a good mix-up. Oh no! Didn't super. You got all this meter, why are you not going to super every time? Even just for the hard knockdowns. Standing opponent! What a bad punish! Elena's are so bad. Okay, that was a bit dumb. Oh, you don't see that very often. Why did he not do the tar combo? Didn't have a bar. That's not a punish. This is a really awkward... Oh. That was a fucking mess. I'm now wondering about the quality of skill of this cup. Ooh, careful. Car throw. Back roundhouse. Blows up Thotex. Very nice. These lights. Lights are not very useful in third strike. Lights have very little block stun. But lights are actually pretty faithful in Street Fighter V to the way they were in 3. No, they're more useful in 5 than 3. 3, they're only used for confirms, but only a few characters can efficiently confirm off lights. Not that many characters can confirm like chain lights. It's only like Yang, Remy, and Shadows. It's like a very small list of characters can chain lights. So lights are almost exclusively used as a tick throw tool. What a good punish. Oh, that didn't hit properly. What a bad punish. That's interesting because I can't imagine he's never been in that scenario before. And yet he didn't know that didn't punish. Nice. I have never blocked Elena Super 2 before. Or maybe Elena just... No, it should be the same every time. What if punishing on like one particular frame, Elena was like extra far back and made it fall out? Crouch Fierce into Bird Kick is not very commonly seen because it does have like weird fallouts like that. Usually Chun-Li players just go for like really garbage punishes that just help them control space. Like a throw. If Chun-Li doesn't have super, then her punish doesn't really matter that much. Her strongest punish is not dramatically stronger than a throw. Chun-Li's damage is actually pretty low. Hey, Loberto. I'm getting messaged on Steam. Yo, it was really weird. I tried to open up Street Fighter V today and it wouldn't open. And then it turned out it was Microsoft Security Essentials recently had a patch that like made Street Fighter V not work on it for whatever reason. So I had to add an exception. Thank God like someone posted about that on Steam. I like couldn't figure it out. I reinstalled the game and everything. Jump back kick is pretty good as an anti-air. Even if it's parried, the only thing you eat in return is an air-to-air normal. which is not that bad to eat. So jump back kick is jump back punch or jump back kick. Very reliable. I played a bunch of Street Fighter 5 today. Unfortunately, I didn't record it. I wasn't streaming. I played my friends. One of my friends like has classically been kind of bad at Street Fighter, but did a really good job today. He's like learning Bison, and his Bison play is actually like, it was pretty nice today. He was doing shit he'd never done before. He was doing like full jumping combos. He'd do like jump roundhouse, stand roundhouse, low strong into Inferno into super. He did that combo a couple times, and I was just like, shit, dude, look at that. That's a full completed combo for max damage. It was a sight to see. Oh, this is gonna kill. Tominaga's bullshit. Makoto's bullshit. In what bizarre universe is this fair? I say is the only other character that can kill off a touch. No, fuck Dark Weasel. I haven't played him in forever. I wonder what he's doing right now. Low parry against Makoto is pretty brave. Her low game isn't very good. And the chances of you getting tossed are really, really high. And you don't want to get tossed by Makoto. Ooh! Double uppercut. No! Didn't he have time for two? I think he could have done light upper, light upper. He was in the corner. Matsuken knows better than me. Maybe he got too many hits of the EX air Tatsu. That he didn't have enough juggle time for the both light uppercuts. I know you can do 2 hits of EX Tatsu. I know you can do 2 hits of EX Tatsu and still get 2 uppercuts, but it looked like he got more than 2. The more hits of juggle you have, the less time you have to do juggles in Third Strike. Works a bit like an anime game, I guess. Ooh, there's a Hugo next match. We all like Hugos. Oh shit, 2 Hugos. I played a lot of Alex versus Zangief today. I couldn't make it work. I'm like better than my friend who plays, and also like it's Zangief who he plays. So like, I think I won the majority of the matches, but like, considering I'm pretty sure that Alex is pretty good against Zangief. I mean, I don't know. It made me second guess myself. It made me think maybe Zangief. I heard someone say that Alex beat grapplers, and if there's any grappler you beat, it's usually Zangief. But like my own experience, I couldn't actually make Alex like do anything against Zangief. The only button I had really good reliability out of was low strong, and it wasn't good enough to prevent Zangief's approach. And eating air attacks was too bad for me, even though my anti-airs were okay. Like I would towards Fierce anti-air a lot, and it was doing pretty well, and I could anti-air jab too. But like every anti-air I missed hurt so much, and if he did jump forward, that goes really far down. Ooh, what a weird combo. He's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. He's better than any of my other friends. He's held back a little bit by his inexperience with the game and fucking. Ooh, big punish. Nice. Held back a little bit by his inexperience with the game and his character choice. He didn't adapt as readily to Street Fighter 5 as I did. It came very naturally to me because I played a lot of different fighting games and he's only played the one. I really prefer Super 3 in this matchup so much more than Super 1. Anyway, I think I won the majority, but like I normally win like a lot. I normally win more than I was winning. I was like fairly confident in my Alex that I never play would be better than his Geef. I've actually been playing Alex a decent amount lately. In casuals. Yes, he knew! Of course, he's a Hugo player, he would know. 3 parries on the EX clap, no one's ready for that. It's a very good chip out for that reason. People parry twice. I mean, usually they parry once or not at all. But if they parry twice, they never parry 3 times. Rarely parry 3 times. But I know. 3 parries. Higa and Tatsujin. Higa is a Ibuki. I don't know what the fuck Tatsujin is. Looks like it can. What the fuck? Maybe they're talking about commentators or something. Ooh, the stand short Kara. Yo, that's Dizzy. Yum. What? Where's the cancel? That was a pretty minor mistake. I mean, it dropped the kill, but he was in a very good position regardless. It's kind of hard to combo from air normals with Makoto. Her air normals aren't very good. I mean, they're good, but they're not very good at hitting standing opponents. Huh. He didn't go for the 100% stun. He went for the reset instead. Why would you not go for the 100% stun? Maybe he can't do the Karakusa. So he just does a different juggle that nearly guarantees the stun. Because you can get that first Karakusa always, regardless of your skill level. But you can only get the second Karakusa if your first Karakusa was a Karakusa. It's a very precise juggle. I'm always impressed when Makotos can do it consistently. Like Tominaga. Elena. Brave Dance. Hovering over it like he might change. Healing is probably pretty good against Q. Q's full screen presence is kind of bad. He's got the dash punch, but it doesn't hurt that much. Oh, Fukiage. Yeah, Kara Fukiage. Karakusa's the grab. I'm dumb. It's been a while. That's punishable. Maybe not by Elena. That looked really far away. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Q's dash punch goes over Elena. Well, I don't know. It goes over Oro. If Oro's crouching, the normal dash punch whiffs. Which makes Q have to play... Wow, nice. Could confirm. Makes Q have to play very carefully. Dash punch being safe is one of the few good things Q has. When you take it away, there's not much left. Anti-air low strong, safe on parry there. That was kind of cool. Elena jumps for free against this character. Nice. That's a character-specific juggle. Looked pretty good. Anti-air jab is super reliable, as long as you parry first. That's pretty good. Good defense on this Q. This Q is doing really well. This is like a really nice Q. He's not doing anything super impressive, but like the things he's choosing to do are it's been non-stop one good idea. He's got really good defense. Normally when you see someone like playing the way he's playing and blocking the things he's blocking, he's super vulnerable. It's only because he's not taking throws at all. But this guy seems to be taking throws. He's teched like every fucking throw reset, and he got the throw right there, expecting a throw tech. There was nothing overtly impressive about that, but it was like very good, clean Q play. You know what I mean? That's like the best player who's hopped on so far, I think. You can still have impressive play even if there was no like impressive moment, you know what I mean? YSB? Oh. Jump back hard kick is pretty good in this matchup. That was very clearly a fake clap. He should have picked the slower one in my opinion. Nice. Good juggle. YSB's the god of those. Hugo in this game is very much like Zangief in Street Fighter 5. Oh. Bad punish. Should have been cancelled to like a Tatsu or something. Oh. He's still got a big lead. Now he's got a really big lead. Interesting. I think Ryu could have come down with a hard kick and hit him for big damage. Ninja jump hard punch goes so far. Hugo doesn't really have a move that goes downward, like Zangief's jump medium kick does. Or what's another example? I feel like there's at least one more on a grappler. Hugo's air normals are good, but he lacks the ability to easily combo out of them. If he lands like a jump roundhouse, like the best things he can land are like a crouch medium kick or a super. Or maybe like a crouch light kick into EX lariat. Nice. Good confirm. Every single clap you can buffer super, and if you see the clap hit, you can react. Good. If Ryu did a button there, it would have actually like beaten that. But doing a button would have opened him up to like a crouch medium kick on reaction to the jump. So he wanted to do an empty jump. But you can actually beat shoot down backbreaker with like any normal. especially from a range like that. Shoot down backbreaker has a really bad hitbox for beating attacks, but that's deliberate because you can't parry it. It's really unfair if shoot down backbreaker is a clean anti-air because like nothing else in this game is a clean anti-air. What's worse, Hugo actually can't usually get air parries and then shoot down backbreaker. He usually doesn't have time. So shoot down backbreaker is more for baiting empty jumps. But it's not very hard to get the opponent empty jumping on Hugo, so it's not that bad. It's also for combos, like after ultra throw and stuff. Ibuki? It's always interesting. He's quite a fun character to watch. I really hope Street Fighter V Ibuki is a lot like this one. Ibuki chooses her battles very carefully in this game. She's got footsies to compete with the rest of the cast. And she's got a very good sense of like general tools. Like she's got like decent damage confirms, decent damage fucking punishes. She's got decent range stuff. The only thing that's really lacking is her damage. I just said she has decent damage for like 2 different things. Her damage in footsies is not so high. It's a lot of little pokes. It's a super jump air throw. Got kind of decent overhead presence. Universal overhead towards me and kicking that Hien. The overhead's pretty slow, but she gets so much reward out of it, and it can also dodge attacks. Pretty much the same as Street Fighter 4. Her range is really stubby. That's like her biggest weakness. She has such poor range. Does that jump strong? Doesn't make the sound effect of a light attack. Jump jab and jump strong have the same animation for Chun-Li, I think. Whoa, empty jump, low short into command grab. Clever. Nice. This is a very clean Ibuki play. That's pretty good. I enjoyed that. That was Higa, huh? To be honest, I don't like Makoto that much, and I don't like the Makoto mirror that much, rather. I do find the different super selection kind of interesting. Seems to imply that it's fully player preference. Blow up V reversal attempts. V reversal isn't used like a parry. Even if it's safe, it's not going to be that good. Be okay for it to be safe. They probably wouldn't make it safe though. It's not really in line with their design policy, I feel like. Design philosophy. Very interesting that both supers kind of... The thing about Super 1, it would just be like any other one-hit big damage super. Nice. He didn't need that to win. He could have super jumped the first Fukiaga. There's good execution to pull that off, even in a situation where he didn't need it. It's very difficult to do. Anyway, the big thing about EX, the thing about Super 1 that makes it really good is that it works off of any dash punch, and Makoto gets a lot of dash punches. So being able to just juggle a dash punch into a super is a really useful skill. Ugh, it's hard. Makoto's hard normals don't do that much hit stun. Oh my god, he could die. Oh, missed the dash. You don't see that. Wow. Anterior Fukiaga you must almost never see. Jesus. I really like the ability. I like when a game gives you the ability to make really elaborate reads. I think that makes a fighting game very interesting, which is why I like parries and just defend in general. Like, I don't normally care that much for parries. I often say, like, you know, I like what parries do, but I'm not, like, crazy about them. I think they do some kind of good things and some kind of bad things. But one thing they do that I adore is that, like, if you're pretty sure with what your opponent's going to do, you can blow it up. That's a really nice thing. I fought so many people in Street Fighter 4 where it's just like, I know 100% what this guy is going to do, but I don't know what to do about it. What's with this Fukiaga use? You almost never see that. This can't kill. Yeah. It's pretty close, though. Too much health. Makoto can't do that much damage without a super. That was like the absolute max damage you could pull out Stand Fierce into EX Dash Punch. It still wasn't enough. I think after EX dash punch you can actually do juggles mid-screen against some characters, like maybe Q. On Q you might be able to do towards short even if you're outside a corner. Q is really weird because combos that like you'd never think of work on him. The Ken mirror is okay. It's kind of the Shoto mirror of this game. Because there's most Shoto players are Kens. Ken is fine. I have like no strong opinion. This matchup is quite interesting. He missed the link. Huh, that was a failed Kara uppercut. Crouch medium kick is the Kara button. Or one of two. Huh, out of range. That was a good whiff punish! Did he really just pull that off like that? Saw the whiffing. Oh damn, I went back too far. 25. That was like here, give or take. Ah, that was about it. Crouch medium kick into just whiff punish was super. That's a really good talent. Why were you gonna go for a parry like that if you're just gonna go for a jab? Should have been low strong at the very least. Probably sweep. One thing that Ken can do that's really good, or rather one thing that you can do against Ken that's really good, is when you're blocking his wake up, you do one block then red parry. Ken's options. Wow! This guy is ready for anything! That's really hard to do! To just react like that. Holy shit. Ryu's worse than Ken, but not dramatically worse. Ryu's still high tier. Ryu is a smidge worse than Akuma. But all three give a radically different experience, so people play the one they like. But if you're just going to play a Shoto, you'd probably play Ken. Dead Strike is not that hard. It's harder than Street Fighter 4. No, harder than Street Fighter 5, but not as hard as Street Fighter 4. That's my opinion. I played several of the characters. I mean, I only really play a few competitively. There are things that are really hard in it, like Kara DPs for Ken. Or Makoto's, like, fucking Super 2 touch of stun combos. Or, like, anything to do with Urien. But they're not really so much difficult as, like, you have to grow into them. They're talents you can build quite comfortably. Like, I used to not ever be able to charge partition. Now I can do it most of the time. It's like Viper difficulty. Viper is a good example. There's this big perception that Viper is, like, super hard. And maybe. But, like, everything she has is, like, stuff that you can really easily pick up by using other stuff she has. That's how Third Strike works. I really want to see more of this Q. This Q is apparently Honmono, according to the description. I've never heard of him. Third Strike is not very hard to just pick up and play. It was my first fighting game. If it could be my first fighting game, it could be yours. This matchup is hard. Yeah. There's enough of a scene. There's a bigger scene now than there was when I started. You can play Fightcade now, and there's more players than there was when I started playing 2DF. It's never too late. I started learning in 2006. This game came out. That was 7 years after this game came out. It's not like 2016 is too late. This game is pretty fun. Nice. There's also a ton of footage you can study if you want to level up. This is how I got good. I just watch footage and analyze. Osmos. The super. I guess it's the fastest thing you could reliably do. Light normal might not have reached like stand short or something like that, and medium normals wouldn't have necessarily been punishes. Because medium normals are kind of slow except just close forward. And his back strong, which probably wouldn't have reached. Even his back strong is kind of slow. What was I talking about? I had some important point to make about Third Strike, but I got distracted by Ryu and Ken's differences. Reading the chat didn't fucking clear it up for me. Lacking close far normals. Fightcade is a client that lets you play arcade games against opponents on the internet. It has a bunch of arcade games, and it's got a lobby system. You just find other people, and then you can challenge them to those games. The Third Strike room usually has about 100 people in it. It's used mostly to play Third Strike, Street Fighter 2, and King of Fighters 98. But there are a couple other games on it. I mean, there's a bunch of other games on it, but most people don't really play them. But if you want to play some, if you want to net play some KOF 98, there's probably as big a scene in Fightcade as there is in the actual Steam edition of KOF 98. Free play. Why am I not skipping this? Got some Chun-Li Dudley business. I missed the first 15 seconds of this match, but whatever. I don't want to find it. Ooh. Wow! Holy shit! That's really hard to buffer inside a single dash. He was probably buffering it inside both dashes. You have to hit the same button 5 times to get a lightning legs in this game. The buffering is very, very precise to do subtly. The fireball deliberately does not hit in that combo. I used to always wonder why Chun-Li didn't always use the version that makes the fireball hit, but it turns out the fireball actually lowers the damage. You just use the fireball to add canceling time. Very nice. Oh, Chun-Li, that was a punish on hit. Why'd he pick light? He really couldn't do another version of spinning bird. Oh yeah, lack of close far normals. I like it. It doesn't really complicate execution at all, and it lets it so you can easily choose which one you want. It doesn't really create any sort of broken scenarios. Like, they didn't make it so, like, oops, accidentally Guile's upside down kick is really, really good in footsies. It's better than footsies than I was expecting, but it's not really something you would use like that. But, like, I never have that problem. Like, oftentimes in, like, Street Fighter 4, I'd, like, want far hard kick with 8 on and get close hard kick. Or I'd want, like, close hard punch with 8 on and get far hard punch. Shit like that. Using 8 on is a good example of a character that can be fucked by closer far range normals. Or like Oro. He's a character I have a lot of experience with. Sometimes instead of getting a far medium kick that pokes, you get a close medium kick that whiffs. It's just like, wow, I'd prefer not to get that ever. That's why SB. Wow! Point blank crouch short, you're still in range to SPD. I never would have jumped out of that. No one would have. Holy shit. Ooh, that running bear. Running bears are hard to react to in this game. Or at least very specific ones. Holy shit, what a read. Empty jump shoot down. Wow, he's ready for anything. Making Matsuken look like a noob. Did he really need to do that? It's kind of a waste of meter. I guess it was nearly guaranteeing the round. Matsuken wasn't going to parry that. You can't really easily parry that. It's not a very hard parry. It's just 5 parries, all high. But it's got kind of a weird timing. It's a little hard to parry. It's like dot 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 dot. The third and fourth hit are really close to each other. But you can delay when the first hit connects, which makes it very difficult to parry. And he was at a point where he couldn't block it. You don't get a punish here as you go. Looks like he, you can get a punish depending on the height of that connects. I don't know if that was a punish or not. It looked like one. Generally, Ken lands and can block before you can hit him. Ken's EX Tatsu is really good against Yugo. Hi, King Leo. Your name is still a Dragon Warrior monster. We're just playing watching some Third Strike at 5 a.m. because I don't sleep. Night shift hours. Real nigga hours. That was really good. Matsuken did crouch medium kick at a range where it probably would have been a good empty cancel. And YSB walked into the range and somehow still blocked. Matsuken did not cancel it. Health is the big factor, yeah. Akuma has a lot of really crazy tools that rely on insanely good execution. Such as his advanced Tatsu juggles. Such as Raging Demon bullshit. Such as KKZ resets. Such as cancels into instant or canceling Tatsu to super and bullshit like that. And he bleeds so much when he takes damage. Theoretically, his footsies are really killer. There have been a lot of people who have shown he's quite strong. His tool set is as good as Ken's, but the biggest thing is Ken is just a lot sturdier. His tool set is at least as good as Ken's. Ken would die for a touch of death combo, and Akuma has one. Akuma can do like a fucking jump in, crouch fierce, light Tatsu, reset with jab into a KKZ that stuns. Stuff like that. Kara's a Makoto, Higa's the Ibuki player. Missed the first 6 seconds. Makoto got cornered somehow in that time. Higa's a very good Ibuki. He plays very plainly. There is no showiness. And I don't mean showiness like he's trying to show off. Well, I guess I do. I don't. There's no trick to his gameplay. He's very fundamental. He's got a movement style that I find really hard to describe. Fundamental is the closest word. He has very solid footsies. That was the target combo, but only the first hit connected. But I saw the medium kick, but what was parried was the hard punch. The medium kick just whiffed. Wake up backdash, that's bad. Aura's not actually particularly worse than Urian. It is matchups. Elena is basically a non-factor because how many Elenas are you really going to run into? And Elena Aura is bad, but not that bad. It's not so bad that you can't win it if you're not the better player. Huh, what a combo. Why not a dash punch? And then the super. Aura losing to like all 3 top tiers is kind of awful. Urian does better against twins than Aura does. Urian does better against Ken than Aura does. Urian does a lot better against Chun-Li than Aura does. Aura either does the same or better in every other matchup. But those top tiers really fuck Aura up. Urian is not really as vulnerable to tiers as Aura is. And I mean that in both directions. Aura's better against bad characters and worse against good characters. Alright, here's that Q. What a whiff punish. Impressive. Does light normals do almost nothing. The only thing they do is threaten a cancel into a command grab. Q's command grab is so slow that he can actually like tick into it with a cancel. So a lot of times you can get the opponent to block or eat a light normal and then they'll like jump or some bullshit. What the fuck? What a weird super. That combo doesn't do particularly more than 2 light uppercuts, and 2 light uppercuts you can actually do on Q without a Kara. Huh. Hitboxes. Was that a hard dash punch? Those aren't very good. I'm pretty sure Ken can Shippu a hard dash punch, so I guess it might have been medium, but it had so much range it looked like hard. But Ken probably wasn't going to Shippu there anyway. Wow. Wow! You almost never see ground EX Tatsu. He just did it twice. There it is. That's not very hard in this matchup. Really hard in others. That's pretty showy. I always like that combo. Oh my Jesus, what a punish. That was immaculate. This Q is really good. Ooh. Oh, he did the Kara. I guess he was kind of far away. But I thought he needed it. Huh. Impressive. The car throw. Wow, that was a good parry from the Ken. Yup, double uppercut. Yup, yup. This matchup is hard. Probably Q's like second or third worst matchup. Ken's tool set is problematic for him. The step kick. Interesting decision. Ken has a really, really, really fast punish. And Q has a lot of moves that are -3 or worse. On the plus side, Q's medium and light dash punches are safe against Shippu. Ken's Shippu is really fast and goes really far. So a lot of characters have tools that like would be good, but Ken's Shippu randomly punishes them. Like Alex really likes his shoulder, his slash elbow. It's safe in almost every matchup. But Ken Shippu punishes like all versions of Alex's shoulder, which makes it nearly useless in that matchup. Alright, YSB. Oh, unfortunately YSB matched against Chun-Li. It was only natural. It doesn't really feel like the high tier character always wins in Street Fighter 3, but then you see finals. By the time you reach finals, there sure are a lot of high tiers in it. Hugo is generally considered to be a low tier. But the engine is quite good, favorable to low tiers, I feel. Nice. Max height connect. Body splash. Only thing you can land is super. That was good. You guys ever eat bugles? I got them for the first time in probably 15 years today. They're okay. I remember the taste. I didn't expect to remember a taste I haven't had in 15 years. What a good punish. They're pretty tasty though. I don't really like potato chips at all. I don't know what bugles are. I imagine corn something. Ingredients. Degermed yellow cornmeal, coconut oil, sugar, salt, baking soda. May contain milk and wheat ingredients. I like the consistency a lot, but I can't eat more than a few of these things before I just get sick of them. Same with potato chips. I like corn chips a lot more than potato chips, but like I thought they were kind of good, and then I was just like, by like halfway through the bag, I was just like, I couldn't eat anymore. I'm like the same way with Pringles. I'm like the same way with any potato-based product, other than like a baked potato. I eat it, and I'm like, wow, this is really nice, and then by halfway through, I'm just like, You guys ever eat pancakes? Pancakes are like that. You're like geared out to eat pancakes. You're like, give me a stack of 5, and then you get to pancake number 3, and you're just like, pancakes. But the first pancake is so good, and the second pancake is pretty good, and then by the third pancake, it's just like, favorite food. I was thinking about this today, I really like digestives. It's a word for a British biscuit. A cookie, if you will. It's like a slightly salty cookie that you eat with coffee. The chocolate, the cracker, like, digestives are really nice. I really like grapes. Grapes are probably a top for me. Favorite food are very close to it. Grapes are really tasty. Let me think. I mean, I like almost everything I eat. I'm like a trash compactor for food. Yeah, digestives with chocolate. Like, super nice. I can eat a pretty good amount of fried chicken without getting tired of it. Damn, me and my friends, one of us had a birthday, and we made a fried chicken and watermelon Fried chicken and watermelon birthday cake with grape juice. We made a chocolate cake with strawberry frosting inside, shaped like a black man's face, and then we served it with fried chicken and watermelon as sides, or like on the cake. Me and my friends, whenever it's someone's birthday, we have a tradition of making a cake for that person. It's really fun because you get to make a lot of cakes with your friends. The only cake you don't get to participate in is your own, so you still get a cake. And cooking with friends is kind of amazing. The thing is, like, cooking is kind of boring, and when you do it with other people, cooking's boring for me. When you do it with other people, that's completely gone. And like even the bad parts, like stuff you don't really want to do, you can either pass off to your friends or like share the pain with your friends. Like you know, when you beat an egg, it's like your arm gets tired, right? Well, I mean, I have a manual. I use just a non-electric whisk. You beat an egg for like fucking 30 seconds. You're just like, man, my arm's kind of tired, and it says beat for 2 minutes or whatever. And then you just pass off the whisk to your friend. You're like, hey, you beat the rest of this egg. Kind of makes it more. Well, that's the far fierce cancel. You almost never see that. Yeah, I'm really hoping for an Ibuki something like this. Me and my friends made a minion cake too, because minions are awful. So we made a cake for Minion. I can maybe tweet the Minion cake because I think I have a picture of it on my phone. I'm looking at my phone pictures really fast. We're pretty good cooks now. We like really shit the first cake. It was like a really bad cake. But ever since then, like every new cake is like dramatically better. And now we're at a point where like the cakes we make are actually pretty good. I'm gonna tweet this Minion cake. I want someone to go on Twitter and link it back in this chat. This is the only cake I have a picture of. Considering how many cakes we made, that kind of disappoints me. Oh no, I have the chocolate chip cookie cake too. I guess I'll upload that one. Alright, someone find this chocolate chip cookie cake and someone find this minion cake. I just tweeted both of them. Ooh, great. Hold on a sec there, YSB. There it is, that's the minion cake. Those are squares of Hershey's chocolate for the glasses and marshmallows for the eyes. It all started as a joke where we like wanted to make the worst cake possible. So we made like a really shitty oh, is that the chocolate chip cake? Hell yeah. Those are broken chocolate chip Albertsons chocolate chip cookies over a chocolate fudge cake. That thing was pretty tasty. That's probably the most delicious cake we've ever made, I feel like. We made a s'mores cake, so it was like marshmallow cream, like graham crust, like we ground up graham crackers into dust and then covered the cake with it. And then like chocolate. That was pretty tasty. Oh, but the worst cake we ever made was like the first cake we ever made. And we kind of wanted it to be bad, but it was still edible. But it was like a vanilla cake, and there was some horrible gimmick to it. That was a nice berry to prevent dying. it had Skittles on it, and the Skittles we cooked Skittles into it, I feel like, and the Skittles completely invaded all of the flavor, so you couldn't taste anything but Skittles while you were eating it. And the Skittles were also extremely chewy, like they are. And chewy is the wrong word for Skittles. I'd never seen that juggle. Trade stand roundhouse into stand forward. The Skittles were really hard, and the rest of the cake was really soft. So you'd bite through the soft cake, and your teeth would go right through, and then you'd like crash into the hard Skittle. And then you'd have to bite the Skittle like a lot. You know what I mean? It was really awful to eat. It was like very unpleasant to eat. I forget what it was. It was like a lemon and Skittle. There was some really awful thing about it. It might have been vanilla lemon and Skittle cake. No, I think it was chocolate. It was kind of bad. It was kind of a bad cake. It was like, here's your cake. Best friend ever. He needs to build that meter for that super. Yeah, that was good. We're just a bunch of guys with very limited cooking skills. One of us cooks somewhat regularly, one of us cooks a little bit, and then the others don't cook at all. But we make cakes. Cakes are fun. 4 guys making a cake. 5 guys making a cake sometimes. That's a great tradition. Everyone should pick it up. Never buy a cake for someone on their birthday. Either you don't give a fuck about them, so don't even do anything for them, or fucking if you like them even a little bit, make them a cake. Not that handmade cakes are like way better than store-bought cakes, just making a cake is fun. Making a cake with your friends for a friend is fun. I don't know what the next cake is going to be. No one has a birthday for a little while. We're all like fall babies. But it'd be kind of fun to make like I've always thought it'd be kind of fun to make a strawberry cake. And I don't mean strawberry cake like strawberry cake mix. I mean like strawberries on top kind of cake. Like a fruit cake. I'd like to make one of those. It really is. I'm like I do a lot of rotivities with my friends. And I've got to say that making a cake is surprisingly fun. You guys want to see a pizza? I'm going to post a pizza. Ah, thank you. I didn't make this pizza, I ordered it. Look at that pizza though. I like my pizzas to look like a goddamn mess. Thin crust, cherry tomatoes. I think that's spinach. Onion. Tons of garlic. Fucking a fuck ton of garlic. I think there's some green peppers in here somewhere. Mozzarella, ricotta, Parmesan. I like to have a lot of ingredients. Oh, and also the sauce is 1/2 Alfredo, 1/2 tomato. It's kind of hard to tell from the picture. That was a tasty pizza. No, I didn't make that pizza. That pizza's better than pizza I could make. My expertise is pretty much limited to cakes. Cakes and pies. I can make a good cake and a good pie and a bunch of bad stuff. I'm gonna tweet a pie I made. This is probably the most delicious thing I've ever made. You guys are gonna look at it and wish you had it. You're gonna be like, holy shit, that pie looks incredible. You're gonna be blown the fuck away. Is this video just done? What's the rest of it? Man, whatever. Let's watch another one.